Good morning, everybody. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make sunny side up eggs or dippy eggs, however you call them. This recipe was taught to me by my pap. I started doing it when I was about 10 years old, and I'm still perfecting it because sometimes, I break the egg or whatever when I'm making it, but I think everybody has those problems. So I'm going to get started because I put the butter in the skillet, but what you're going to need today is butter, a skillet, you're going to need eggs. I always cook two. You're going to need a fork. You're going to need a toaster for the bread, which you can use to dip in the eggs. I always put the bread in to prepare myself so I can cook them while I'm kind of cooking the eggs. And you're going to need a plate for the eggs. So generally when I start off, I like to mix the butter around the plate so I can ensure that it's getting all over the plate and that it'll help my eggs not to stick. You can always add a little bit more if you want. And when I cook my eggs in the morning, I'm generally running late because I wake up a little late every day. So I cook it on high just to get it going and get it started and get them cooked a little quicker. So whenever you break an egg, my pap always told me you want to hit the egg one time. You want to hit it one time to ensure that you can, you're not hard enough to break the yolk, but you're going to want to hit it so you can open the egg and lay it in the pan. So this is the part that I always have the most trouble with because sometimes I do break it, so we'll see how today goes. You break it and lay it in there. And you always want to throw the egg away. I have a little pan over here that I put my eggs in so I don't have to run back and forth. And my second one. And after you break eggs, you always want to wash your hands to get rid of the slimy stuff on your hands. That could cause potential, it's bad bacteria in your kitchen. And if you forget to clean it up and decide to cook something later, it could really cause some problems. So you're going to want to take your fork, and my pap always told me that you want to push the fork in and start breaking the egg apart to ensure that you're going to cook all the way through to get rid of all that slimy stuff. Eggs generally don't take that long to make, so they're pretty quick. And whenever I cook them at a high temp, so they get done fairly fast. And I always add a little bit of salt to my eggs while I'm cooking them. I'm going to miss out on salt. Keep forgetting to refill the salt shaker, but yes. So generally what I also do is while I'm cooking the eggs, I'll start my toast. Like right now I'll start my toast because it really doesn't take me that long to make them. So start the toast. And I just continue to do this. Ooh, sometimes they spit at you and it's kind of scary. There are different ways to make eggs, the sunny side up eggs. You could always flip them over, but the way my pap taught me, I really like it, and I like how they taste, and I feel like they're a lot dippier. We always call them dippy eggs. They're a lot dippier whenever you cook them like this, and I love dipping my toast in it. It's the best part. And I like to scrape it off, kind of, like the slimy part, just so it can cook a little faster as well, because once you start going like this for so long, you're just breaking the egg apart, and it'll kind of get a little messy. So yeah. Eating a good breakfast in the morning can really get you started on your day. I know I used to eat cereal in the mornings, like when I was in high school, and I would always be so tired in class. But when I started making dippy eggs and eating like a healthier kind of breakfast and, full of protein, I would wake up and I'll be ready to go. Like this always wakes me up in the mornings whenever, I'm running late too. It's always quick and easy to make. So generally, you can take these off whenever you want as long as all the slimy stuff is gone. It's really your preference on how you like them. So I think mine are just about done. I don't like to cook them too long because then this part gets kind of like rough and kind of hard to eat. So yes, I think that they are done. This is the way I like them. Like I said, you could always cook longer if you wanted to. So whenever you take the eggs, first of all, turn your stove off. Whenever you take the eggs out of the pan, this can be a tricky part because you could potentially break the yolk. So what I do is I always try this first. I take my plate and I take my skillet and I just kind of slide the eggs off. And sometimes whenever I would do this, the eggs wouldn't come off, so I would have to use a spatula. That's why I have this handy too. So after your eggs are on the plate, I always put my pan to the side to let it cool down before I try to wash it or do anything else with it. So the eggs are done, and I always add a little bit more salt afterwards. I don't add too much salt. And that is my demonstration speech on how to make sunny side up eggs. So if you guys want to give it a try and see how you feel after eating it in the morning, see if it boosts you up or wakes you up a little bit more, I would love to hear your results. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.